Hey guys, it's Carrie Lynn here for SheSave.com, and I'm super excited to finally be sharing with you a recap of our recent Caribbean cruise. This was a 7-day voyage with Holland America Cruise Line on the Nieuw Amsterdam ship. She is beautiful, and I cannot wait to give you a room tour of our stateroom, a peek at some of our favorite spots on the ship, some of our favorite foods, and of course, a look at some of our time in port. So let's start with our stateroom. This is a Verandah Balcony stateroom. There were 4 of us, 2 adults, 2 kids. They call this particular room style a quad, and that means it will accommodate 4 people. I'll show you what that looks like in just a minute. Once you walk in your room, you'll put your key card in there, and then that activates the lights, which is pretty cool. And as you can see, this cabin area actually has a lot of space. The main bed is 2 twin beds pushed together. Above it is another pull-down bed that I will show you later in the video. There's a great little desk area over here. And then a nice gift from our friends at Holland. Thank you so much for that. And then this sofa sleeper pulls out into a bed with space above for storage. And then they just think of all the little things, chargers, light switches, whatnot, all the things that make this space efficient. You've got your television set. Again, I will show you what the pop-down bed looks like in a minute, but right now let's take a look at the bathroom. This is something that people always worry about, and I find that especially these bathrooms on Holland America ships are actually great. You only have one person in there at a time, and it's the perfect amount of space. Lots of room to move around. The showers are great. I will also show you the hanging bag method that we use to keep all of our toiletries organized and outside of the bathroom area. But one other thing that Holland America is incredible about is the storage space in the room. So you'll see right when you walk in these huge cabinets. And again, we are on a 7-day Caribbean voyage. So we have stuff. And so these cabinets give us so much room to hang up our clothing, fold our clothing, tuck our suitcases away, everything that you need to get all of your items out of the way. There's plenty of hangers, and you can ask for more hangers if there isn't. But really, we love this space because it's a great way to get in your room, unpack, and move everything out of your way so that you aren't fumbling over each other in the room. We're still waiting for our luggage to be delivered to the room, but that is one of the first things we'll do. And speaking of my family, let's go out on the balcony and say hello. We are still in port in Fort Lauderdale, getting ready to sail away. Hello, family. So we are just kind of enjoying the view and getting ready for our voyage. As you can see, beautiful day, beautiful area. And I always recommend a balcony room just because it adds to the experience, and it's a really incredible way to enjoy your journey. So as you can see, really, really beautiful. And this balcony area, very spacious, and just a great place to take in all the relaxation that you're supposed to be doing on your vacation. So now back in the room. This is later in the evening. They've come and put down the beds. They'll usually do this while you're at dinner, and they'll put them up the next day. So as you can see, that sofa is turned into a sleeper, and they put this bed down above the main bed. They'll usually come in and leave itineraries or towel animals on the bed. And then this is what I was telling you. We utilize hooks in the room to hang up things like toiletry bags and whatnot, just to keep everything out and give us some more room. As you can see, my daughter loves her little perch there on the big bed. So now let's talk about things around the ship. One of our very favorite things on the Nieuw Amsterdam was this library, and it is incredible. Right on the ship, they have this huge library anyone can use. It's an honor system. They have all of the most popular new books, lots of older titles. You can just come in here and on an honor system, borrow books, come in here and read, take them back to your room. They also have a trading program where you can leave a book and take a book. Anyway, this was just so cool, we thought. And just an addition to cruising that we hadn't seen before. So we typically love to spend a lot of time in game rooms or at the crow's nest. And I will be sharing more information about that in a later video, but I wanted to show you this because this is the book exchange where you can take a book, leave a book. But anyway, this was just really cool. And we saw people of all ages in here at all times on the cruise. So just something that we thought was really extra special. Also really special, these Cabana rooms right on the Lido deck by the pool. You can reserve these. Great way to sit, look out at the ocean, relax by the pool, take your food in here. Just definitely something to experience if you do cruise Holland America, because that's an extra little treat. And then, of course, all over the ship, there are wonderful things to see and do. The gift shops are amazing, and usually the gift shops will have some amazing specials and sales. They even have days where they offer free charms if you visit the different gift shops. And fun little drawings and giveaways. And we had a blast with those this time. We actually won some things, and they were giving out free charms for bracelets every day. Just kind of a really cool experience. I didn't feel like the prices were crazy high. They had some really, really cool brand name things, and we enjoyed the shops on the ship. And it was just kind of one more thing that made the experience kind of fun. I hadn't seen that much really good shopping on a ship before, and these gift shops were really, really well done. So wanted to share that as well. All right, now let's talk about port stops. This was our first port stop on this voyage, and I will try to do another video covering the other port stops, but this particular one was our first stop, and this is in Grand Turk. And this is probably one of our very favorite places. It just has a really special place in our hearts. And I'll tell you why. There is something so special about this place. We love Turks and Caicos, and I highly recommend the Caribbean cruises through Holland America Line just because of this stop. It is so good. So if you do have this as a port stop, I recommend getting off the ship early and taking it all in, because there is just something so wonderful just about the air and the breeze, and everything about this place is wonderful. We just love it. So as you can see, get up, watch that sunrise, and take it all in. On this day, we selected a snorkeling excursion, but there are so many other things that you can do here, and I'll show you even as simple as just staying right here, grabbing a chair at the beach and enjoying this place, because it's really, really special. We love it. So, I mean, look at that sunrise. It's incredible. Here is what the little village area looks like, and as you can see, the colors, the vibe, there's usually music going, and just this whole atmosphere is so great. It just has this really special feel to it, and it really is one of our favorite stops. There's some great shopping. Also keep in mind the video footage you're seeing here is early in the morning, and everything's kind of calm and quiet. But I will put video later in this reel to show you what it's like when there's more people over here and the pool area is kind of hopping and the music's going, just so you can see that. But just look around, like, isn't this so beautiful? And again, get over here early, get a chair, and you could actually just sit right here and look back at the ship, and that alone is just wonderful. So another thing that they have right here when you get off the ship is kind of a tribute to John Glenn's Friendship 7 Mercury spacecraft landing that was here in Grand Turk. So they kind of have a big memorabilia type thing, all kinds of history and information about that, which is really cool, and I think would be really cool for kids. I do believe there's also an expedition that you can take that goes off-site, maybe where the original capsule landed. I'm not sure on that, but this area is pretty cool, and the way they've done this, that's, again, right when you walk off the ship, that is right here. But even just look around at the colors, like this place, pretty tough to not love. It's just got the most amazing atmosphere, and just the way the air smells, and it's just really hard to explain unless you've experienced it. But every time we come back here, it is the most wonderful feeling. So again, this is literally steps off the ship. So, and it's just kind of fun to come over here and look back at the cruise ship and chill out and hang out. And again, again, there's so many other things that you can do here, but at the very least, this is one of them. So, okay, as promised, here we are back over in the Grand Turk Cruise Center later in the day. So there's some music, there's a vibe, people are shopping. This is also where people meet up at the little booths to go on their excursions, but it's so close to the ship, so you can literally go back and forth. And the other thing that's super close to the ship is this swimming pool area. You can see the boat right there. People love to just come hang out here and chill. You could do this all day. You can also check in your excursion offerings. You can rent one of these little cabanas, these little houses, grab a lounge chair, and here we are boarding our snorkeling excursion. If you love to do this type of thing, we highly recommend this. We always try to fit in at least one little snorkeling adventure per trip. This one gets 2 thumbs up from us. It's a really easy, fun excursion. And overall, this is just our favorite port stop, I would have to say. As a family, we just love it. Here we are back on the ship for some lunch, looking back over Grand Turk, getting ready to say goodbye. And one of the coolest things happened. This little sea turtle swam up to say goodbye. So the other thing I want to touch on are the dining experiences. So many options. I'm going to give you a peek at some of our favorites. Just, you will not go wrong with the food on the ship. I will do another video to recap all of our favorites. So amazing. I'll leave you with this dark chocolate sphere dessert from Mortimer by the Sea. Enjoy.
Actually was okay. So we were at this show. We were in this Robin Cousins.
Alright. So inside we have the dark chocolate sorbet and marshmallow.
Thank you. And this is why we love cruising Holland America. Everything is an experience. This is Carrie Lynn for SheSave.com.